we can't talk about Terry Funk and you without talking about 1989. The Terry Funk story really starts right after you're finishing up the trilogy with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat,
Yeah.
who, by the way, in just a few weeks, I guess, is coming back into the ring in Dorton Arena. Have you talked to Ricky about his last
I
match coming
texted
up?
him the other day. I have not talked to him. How are the tickets going for it?
I'm not sure. I'm not involved in that promotion, so I
Yeah.
can't really say for sure. But we sure are pulling for him and wish nothing
Yeah.
but
Well,
the best for him.
Steve Perkins is a great guy. I'm sure it'll be a good deal for him.
Oh, absolutely. So when you finish up the trilogy, which of course famously started with Chicago, and then we would bounce over to New Orleans and go head to head with WrestleMania. Wrestle War is where we get the big payoff you were talking about in Nashville Municipal Auditorium, which you're pretty familiar with these days.
Mhm.
You win, and Terry Funk was there as one of the quote unquote judges in case it came down to a judge's decision to end the trilogy. He hops in the ring afterwards to congratulate you, and he jokes, or he says he's joking after the fact, about asking for a title shot, and you correct him and say, hey, we do a top 10 around here and I don't make those, so you've been out in Hollywood, you'll have to figure that out. And of course he apologizes and then sucker punches you. We're off to the races. Here
Off to the
comes the pile
races.
driver on the table.
Yeah.
Just fantastic stuff.
He said, just follow me. Okay. Okay,
So you had
Terry.
no idea that
None.
yeah.
None. None. Nobody was putting people through tables back then.
It's fun to go back and see because we don't see a ton of table stuff. I think maybe a year or two prior to that, we saw Harley try to put Hogan through a table on Saturday night's main event. Of course, Hogan moved, and Harley, boy, he hurt himself pretty bad. I think he caused a hernia there, and he was in rough shape. And so now the idea that you're also messing around with a table, I can see why you would be wary of that. This is before they were quote unquote ready for TV, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one definitely wasn't ready for TV
Yeah.
because Terry weighed probably at that time 250, and I'm 240, and we didn't break the table. So, um, but we damn near broke my neck. He just, Terry, shucks, didn't go quite the way I wanted it to, Rick.
I just love your interaction with him. And hey, so Terry Funk, now the number one heel in the company, he's cutting promo after promo on you. He's questioning your manhood. He's having an imposter Flair come out with a yellow stripe painted on his ass.
Yeah.
Creatively, are you guys giving some free reign here?
Oh
Is,
yeah,
is
totally.
okay.
Yeah, we almost lost TV over the plastic bag over my head, though. God.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah,
I
it
do
was
want to
crazy,
mention.
boy. That Barnett went out of his mind. And no, I did not know about that either. He said, trust me, trust me, trust me.
I
I
love
won't.
it. Talk to me about the pile driver. I saw in 1989. It's the first time I ever noticed you would hold Terry's boots for the pile driver.
Yeah.
What was the strategy there? Just thinking that it could give you a
Because
little
what
more
happened
leverage?
was in Nashville, he literally almost broke my neck. Not on purpose, obviously, but I have more control over myself taking the bump because you land in your head. Doesn't matter how you try. The only guy that could ever do it every damn time you never touch your head was Taker.
Notice everybody, he's got Rick's holding Terry's boots. I don't think I've seen another wrestler do that besides you. Is that something you tried on your own, or is that a technique an old timer gave you?
No, I just tried it on my own.
Man, how good is Tommy Young? Right there with the microphone.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Slamming your head into the mat. That's old school, man. That's fun. That
Yeah, it
looks like a
is.
real fight. You're doing it right in front of Jim Ross and Gordon Soley there. You can see them in the background.
Look at Terry. Oh man.
What a fun presentation. After a night like this, this is sort of his swan song. He was in from May until here. So I don't know, a little more than half a year. I look at you making your way off of the the padding around the ring, gonna pile drive him directly on the concrete again. So a pile driver in the ring and now another on the outside. Remember, in storyline now, this all started in Nashville. That put Rick on the shelf for 5 weeks. So he's really targeting the neck, telling a story, working a body part. That's as old school as it gets, right, Rick?
Exactly.
We
Yeah,
see
it just seems like something that it's a lost art, I guess. I don't know whether fans want to see the moonsaults and the high flying stuff more. I mean, not saying it because it's the Queen, but after that, when the Queen does that not
the
moonsault, but
twisting
that
moonsault thing.
corkscrew
Yeah, yeah.
moonsault,
Mhm.
there's nothing else left.
Yeah.
When a girl 5'10" can do that, there's nothing else left for someone to do, in my opinion.
It's remarkable to go back and take a look at how different, everything about wrestling is in 1989. There's not a bunch of signs in the crowd. Nobody's playing on their cell phones. You see some flash bulbs, but it's traditional film cameras. Um, these guys don't quote unquote know the finishes. They're not on, do any tribalism on social media. It's fun to go back and watch
Yeah.
wrestling in more simpler times. We see Doug Dillinger there at ringside. Is Doug going to be involved in any part of the planning of a match, or is
No,
it something where he's just calling it in the ring like you guys are?
he just slammed me on that table. See, he just ad libbing right now. None of this was talked about.
Right.
There you go. What are we trying now? I probably said to him. That was probably like let's figure out what we're doing here before you kill me again.
Yeah, because that table is propped up with the legs out.
Yeah,
You would never do that legally.
exactly.
He's trying to dive over the legs. My God, Terry Funk.
Uh, only Terry, right? Oh God, I'm enjoying this. These bring back big memories, man. Let's figure out what we're doing here before you kill me again.
Yeah, because that table is propped up with the legs out.
Yeah,
You would never do that legally.
exactly.
He's trying to dive over the legs. My God, Terry Funk.
Only Terry, right? Oh God, I'm enjoying this. These bring back big memories.
He's trying to dive over the legs. My God, Terry Funk.
Only Terry, right? Oh God, I'm enjoying this. These bring back big memories.